if you go to parliament and you forget the people who actually sent you to parliament, then when you come back, you will struggle to convince them that you represented them. That is the challenge that is there. You will struggle. I want to really appeal to you that even when you are elected, parliament is in Kampala, but your constituencies here in the village, make sure that you spare time to come and have meetings with your electorate, the people who elected you. Hear from them what is their challenges, so that always be there. These days, whenever I go for burial, I don't see those who used to come. You know when we go for during the campaign times, you could see a line. This one is standing for this. This one is standing. But these days, when we go for burial, we don't see them. They have begun to disappear. They are disappearing. I want to really advise you as your bishop, when you are elected and you disappear from your people, you are causing problems for yourself. You are causing problems for yourself. Even if you are eloquent in speaking in the parliament, people want you in the village to hear from you. They want to tell you the challenges that affect them at that level. They will actually move with you if you move with them. Praise the Lord. And I also want to appeal to those who went through, as you celebrate responsibly. Don't celebrate as you, oh, praise God, my brother. I'm really happy for him. When you celebrate, don't force these other people who never went through to begin actually thinking otherwise. You are celebrating, you are dancing, you are pointing fingers at the one who failed. Why do that? Celebrate responsibly. And I also want to appeal to those who never went through. Join hands with your friends, with your brothers and sisters who went through. Join hands. And I want to tell you as a bishop that the issue of, they have stolen me, they have done it, let me go to court, let me go to court. That doesn't help you. It makes no sense. You remain within your people. Don't run, don't waste money, don't go here. Just remain attached to your people. Continue doing good to your people. And then eventually, you will see things now turning out to be better. But don't take your friends who went through as enemies. No. You cannot sit in that position, two people. No way. And I want to also tell you as a bishop, we are in the transition in the diocese of Mbale. We are quiet because his grace is coming to be defiled. And I don't want to overshadow his grace who is coming to be the farewell in May. But I want to tell you that as a sitting bishop, this is my last Easter season that I'm here as a sitting bishop. I will be here in many functions, but I will be here as a standing bishop. So I want to really appeal to each one of you that the church is always a role model. I want to appeal to my Christians in the diocese of Mbale that make sure that this transition is smooth. In the diocese of Mbale, I have calculated, I have 23 clergy. I have 23 clergy who qualify to be in the seat where I am. 23 clergy. I'm proud. If you are a leader and you don't have anybody to succeed you, then you are not even a leader. But I want to assure you that for me, I have how many? 23 who qualify to be in this seat. So I want to appeal to the congregation here. In Mbale, we have a tendency of writing letters when we elected the 2 names. Out of 23, we shall get how many names? 2. And we forward them to the House of Bishops. to consider one of the two. But the challenge that we have in this region, we have a challenge of writing petitions against the people when their names come out. Now, as a sitting bishop, I want to tell you, if there is any query that each one of you has on one of the 23, if there is anybody who has any query on one of the 23, the petition should be written to me now. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. If you have any query, you know that it is also easy. If you have any query on the one of the 23, the petition, you write to me. I tell my intercessory chancellor and my team, come and we investigate this matter. But when you keep quiet, and then you keep quiet, we go through the processes, we elect the two names, then the two names are forwarded to the House of Bishop. When I get their petitions, I will refute them from there. I will refute. I can see you are quiet. I will refute them in the House of Bishops. So if you have a query on any of the 23, the wise idea, write a petition to me, the sitting bishop. Because you cannot actually report me to the entire House of Bishops. Oh, let's clap for Mama. I cannot accept to be ashamed in the House of Bishops to reveal that I have been working with some clergy who are sinners. That one I will not accept. I don't say 23 qualified. You go and do your own research. 23. If you have a query on any one of them, what you have to do, write the petition and forward to me, the sitting bishop, so that we begin looking through Ale, and then if we find that the information is correct, then we tell that person, among the 23, can you please step out? So that we remain with now 22, step out. And that is what we want. And I want to appeal to each one of you, pray for the transition. Pray for the transition. For me and my wife and my family, we are overjoyed. You know, serving, you begin service well and ending well. It is something that is not simple. I pray, I appeal to each one of you, help us that we can end well